Thanks for coming. Okay, so today we have our special guest, Miss Kim from The Point at Troy, and we're going to let her come and speak. If you are a member of the club, be sure you see me at some point to get your t-shirt and your tickets. If you have brought back ticket stubs and money, I can take those, or if you still need tickets, or if you need more tickets, you can see me and I can get that to you. All right, Miss Kim?
Hi. Good afternoon. How's everybody this afternoon?
Good.
Good. Now look, if you're going to be hospitality and tourism, there has to be more motivation and a little more hype about it. How's everybody doing this afternoon?
Wonderful.
Yeah, this front row's got it. The rest of you must be Baptist because you're back there in the back. Right. So, with that being said, I have a good time when I speak. Don't think anything about it. As she said, my name is Kim Murphy. I'm the general manager, property manager, community manager, whatever my title or my hat I may be wearing that day. And that is what I do every day. I manage the Point at Troy. Who besides Christina knows what the Point at Troy is? Give me a definition.
Apartments.
Okay, what kind?
Student.
Okay, the Point at Troy is student housing apartments. True enough. We do have one or two people that live there that actually are not students. So, it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bedroom. And what we do on a daily basis is we promote, we market, we lease, we communicate, we sell a brand, not an experience. We sell a brand and an experience, not a bed. And then you got the operational side, which I do. Charla Shipman is in the back. She's my leasing manager.
Hi.
She is leasing and marketing, and then Lorraine Sosa is back there as well, as she's my bookkeeper. So, first off, if you don't have a great team, you have nothing. So, no matter what you do in life, where you go, whether it be family, whether it be friends, whether it be your coworkers, if you don't have a great team, you have nothing. So, you have to start by building a team. So, that's where I come in. Please forgive me. So basically, as I said, I'm the community manager, property manager, and the general manager. So I have 3 titles. The name tag I'm wearing says property manager, so I'm going to start with that one. Property manager means what I do is I go out every morning and I see what's going on property. As you said, it's student housing. So, of course, what do students like to do? Party, that's right. So, we go out, we look, we try to maintain there's no trash in the parking lot, we try to keep the buildings clean, try to do all that. That's the property management side of it. Because even with the great residents I have, with the great staff I have, you still have this kind of stuff you have to do. So, maintenance team, they go out every morning, they check, they make sure the property looks good, because without a good property, without that, you're not going to have a good sale, you're not going to have a good brand, you're not going to have a good experience. So that just means I maintain the property, making sure that anything that's needed on property is taken care of. If you have any issues, we take care of that. Anything needs to be done, it all comes to me and we get it taken care of. That's my property manager title. So then we have community manager. And with that, that's where Charla and I work together a lot. So I'm gonna talk about Charla while she's sitting back there. So Charla is my leasing and marketing manager. She's absolutely amazing at what she does. She is the best in Troy, Alabama. And she, what she does is she helps plan our events. She decides where we're gonna have the event, what kind of event we're gonna have, who it's gonna be geared toward, and by that I mean, is it gonna be geared to our current residents? Is it going to be somebody that already lives there? Or are we going to go out in the community and we're going to get toward everybody that doesn't live there? So we have to make a lot of decisions there. Most of the time, she tries to do it so it's both. Not only can our residents attend, but also anyone from the university or our city can attend. We have big events. We're trying to get bigger and bigger. Our favorite event is Grocery Bingo. Who knows what Grocery Bingo is? Who can tell me what's grocery bingo? That, not you two. All right, grocery bingo is bingo, but we play for groceries. So we go to Walmart and we do one of two things. We buy 5 big sacks of groceries and you play for those, or either we have what's called fast food gas station bingo. So we give away gas cards and food cards to different local, we really like doing Subway, Chick-fil-A, and Sonic. What can college students do? Y'all can drive and y'all can eat. That's something we found. So those are two of the big main events we do. So with marketing, she gets out there, she makes flyers. She makes ads on Instagram. She does ads on Facebook. That's, how do y'all talk to each other? How do you know what's going on campus?
Social media.
Social media. That is the biggest thing in any industry today is social media. The thing is, when you're selling on social media, what you have to look for is not necessarily what's the one thing you're not looking for on social media? How many of you scroll through your social media and see a post this long and go, I don't want to read that? You're looking for a particular brand, something that stands out, something that says, hey, I want to see what they're doing. And then you want to read it, and you want to read it fast, and you want to know what's going on quick. That's what Charla does. Charla makes sure that we've got our pictures out there, we've got our name out there, we've got our brand out there, so when it comes across, you go, oh, now I'm going to show you our brand. And I have some goodies for whoever may win this. So this is the Point brand. If you see us around town, this is what you see. So I do have a challenge for y'all before the day's over with. But this is our brand. So when you're scrolling through social media and you run across this, you're like, oh, that's the Point. I wonder what they're doing this week. And you know, and we list it out very quickly so you see it. Because the last thing you want to do, anybody wants to do, is have to read a paragraph to find out a date and a time. Am I right?
You're right.
Okay. So with that, we do leasing, we do marketing. And we take up a lot of our CAs. We have what's called CAs. They're community assistants. The community assistant is someone who really and truly is the face of the Point. And each one of our community assistants is a college student. So it's someone you sit in class with. It's someone you go to the bar with. You go to church with. It's someone you know that works for us. Lorena started as a CA. She's now my bookkeeper. Charla started as CA at University of Alabama up there in the complex. She's now the leasing manager. CAs move up quickly, and they can move up to be general managers. Sorry about that. The CAs, they're the face of the Point. Always are, always will be the face of the Point. That's the first person you see when you walk in the door. That's the last person you see when you leave. They give you your packages. They give out any information that we have about the Point. They take a person on a tour. They show you. They answer questions. They can do anything that anybody else in there can do, but they are the face of the Point. So the CA is one of you. It is someone that can sell the Point. As I said a while ago, and you'll hear me say this a lot, we do not sell a bed. We sell an experience. We sell a brand. When you see the Nike swoosh just pop up on the screen, you know that's Nike. When you see the Yeti coolers, you know that's a Yeti. But there's so many people out there that are lacking and not understanding that brand is what you need to, when you're always that brand. No matter what you're doing, where you're at, who you're with, you're always that brand if you work somewhere. If you're at a hotel, if you're managing a hotel, say you're managing one of the Hiltons, and you're in the Bahamas on vacation, you still are the Hilton. If we go out to eat, Charlie and I go out to eat for lunch one day, we're still the Point because students, residents. If we go to Walmart to buy groceries, we're still the Point. If we go to the bar, we're still the Point. I mean, Lorena has people asking her about their accounts while she's trying, chill out for the night. So you're still the Point. So no matter what you do in this industry, you are your brand. You're associated with it and you become it. So if you can't believe in your brand, if you can't sell that experience, if you can't sell your brand, you're never going to make it. And back to the general manager. So as general manager, that means I take care of everything. It all winds up on my desk or in my lap. So basically my day starts on Monday is my owner's day. That's the day we start. Lorena has to pull financials from the weekend. Charla has to pull numbers from the weekend. And I have to pull numbers from the weekend. We have a meeting with our owners on Monday. We spend all day Monday talking. What can we do to sell the Point? What can we do to sell the Point? That's what we spend our Mondays doing. Tuesdays, it's invoicing. Parents, students, residents, anybody, vendors, they come in and want to talk to me, or want to talk to Charlotte, or want to talk to Lorena. We spend our day just constantly, and you always, there's two things I'll tell you. Three things. When you're talking on the phone and you've got a vendor and you want to sell your experience, sell yourself, sell your property, or whatever it may be that you're doing, there's three things you always need to do. Whether it's in person or on the phone. Always, always, always. Call out your point. Like we answer the phone, thank you for calling the Point at Troy. This is Kim. How may I help you? Always. Because you got your brand out there, you got your name out there, and always do it with a smile. Because you can hear a smile over the phone. Believe it or not, people will tell you what's wrong with you today. You don't sound right. So, but in anything you do, especially when you're working with the public, anything you do, if you're talking with someone, anything you do, you have to believe in what you sell. So if you don't believe in it, you're not going to sell it. So that's why I always tell my girls and my guys, when you're selling the Point, when you're leasing, when you're marketing, when I'm talking to a vendor that has nothing to do with someone moving in out there, but you want them to remember, so that if someone else asks, hey, where's a good apartment complex, or where's a good hotel, or where's a good restaurant, they always come back and go, oh, well, I got really great, what's the word? Nope.
Experiences.
Nope. Customer service. It's close. I got really good customer service at the Point. You want that to stick in their head. You want to give them such a great experience with their customer service. You were in the right direction. You want to give them such a great experience with your customer service that they always come back to you. That if someone new comes into town and says, hey, where would you live? Or where, a parent comes into town, where would you want to live? Oh, the Point. They're very safe. That's one thing we have. We have a courtesy officer that lives on campus on property with us. To us, it's a campus, but on property with us. We have a courtesy officer. We have a really good rapport with the Troy Police Department. We have a really good rapport with other complexes in Troy, and we're one of the safest complexes around. I mean, and the police will tell you that. Because, number one, I don't put up with any bullcrap. First and foremost. That's just a little side note. But secondly, you have to, once again, no matter what you do, you have to make it an experience. So say you were working at Generation X is what we're going to call this restaurant. You're working at this restaurant called Generation X. Yeah, let me tell you. I'm all about the Generation X and Zs. So you're working at this restaurant and you're like, there's nothing but old people in here and I really hate it and they play bad music and you're miserable, but it's a paycheck. Mm-hmm. And so you go out with your friends and all that. Where you work? I work at Gen X. Hey, do you like it? No, let me tell you what happened today. Because this person come in and they was making us listen to this whole mess on the radio and, it's just miserable. What have you done? Everybody listening around you has decided, oh, I'm not going to that restaurant and eat. I'm not going there and sit down and listen and put up with it. But then you decide, I'm going to work in the Millennials restaurant where it's a lot of fun and there's always something going on and there's always a party. What do you work at? Oh, I work at the Millennial. Oh, that's that. Yeah, let me tell you about it. What have you just done? You just made the 15 people listen to you want to go there. Mm-hmm. So it's all about attitude, experience, the way you treat each other. And like I said, that you build a great team and a great brand. Any questions? Come on, before I move you along. Nobody? Okay. So going into this, what made you decide to do hospitality and tourism? Anybody? Why are you just over here like this?
She was asking me a question, sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. So what made you decide you want to do this?
I like working with people and I like making people happy, so.
Okay, so why not become a social worker? Okay. See, that's a generic thing, a generic answer. I like working with people. When you think about it and when you get out, and here's what we call it, when you're talking about what you do, especially in this industry, what you need to do is have what we call an elevator speech ready. Thank you. What you need is an elevator speech. Someone says, why did you choose hospitality and tourism? Don't be generic. You don't have to be overly, use 25 adjectives, but don't be so generic. They're like, okay. Be, kind of somewhat determined on what you want to be. Just like when you sell your experience and you sell your brand. Have your elevator speech. Have what you're going to say so that when you come in, but don't make it sound like you're coming in stereo so that you always say it and it's redundant and you say it every day until you have to play around with it a little bit. So basically, you like working with people, you like making them smile, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so your speech could come off something like, well, I really chose this career path because there's so many different people in this world that I had the opportunity to meet them, and it's a very diverse culture, and I get to learn a lot about other people. So you've just told them you like making people smile, but you've also just told them a little bit more about yourself, and you made them want to listen. So when someone comes in also, and they're coming into, say, hotel, restaurant, all the different things, travel agency, first thing you want to do, like I said, is greet them, meet them, but you want to build a rapport with them as quick as possible. You got 3 minutes. 3 minutes to build a rapport with someone. And if you can't build a rapport with someone in 3 minutes, you've lost them. And the quickest way to build a rapport with someone is ask them 3 simple questions. Especially for us, property management, college students, student housing, for us, 3 quick questions. And that is, where are you from, what's your major, and what do you like to do? And in 3 minutes, you can have them talking to you to the point that they're like, we're old friends and we've known each other forever. By the time you live there, and that's what you have to do. You have to make sure you build such a rapport with the people that walk in that you build that experience in those 3 minutes. And then you give them a little bit more, and you give them a little bit more, and you give them a little bit more, and keep them coming back. Because once they come back and they bring somebody else, what happens? You built your brand, you built your experience, and you built your client base. So the next thing is commit to what you're going to do and do it. So if Charlotte says, hey, we're going to have a party on Friday night. We're going to have 100 people can be there only. And we're going to give away $500. No, we will do that. And we're going to it's going to be a 4-hour party. And every 30 minutes, we're going to give away something between a gift card to a Bluetooth speaker. We like giving away Bluetooth speakers for some reason. I don't know. I like giving them away. They're fun to me. So every 15 minutes. Well, the other thing you have to do is commit to that. You have to commit to saying, it's hard, especially in this industry, it's hard by Friday, we're exhausted, and we have talked all week long, we have gave tours all week long, we have met with people, parents, vendors, clients, all week long, to the point, yes, but you have to commit and then you have to give it to them. So you have to make sure that on Friday night you have a good staff that can give this party. Now, we recently had a glow-in-the-dark party that they've just really, really had a good time. We had glow-in-the-dark tablecloths, and we had food, and they partied. And the kids enjoyed it, because to me, y'all are kids. So the kids enjoyed it, had a good time. So you have to commit and be willing to give them what they're asking for. But the third thing you have to do is you have to listen. Because your clients will tell you what they want without saying a word. You have to be receptive. You have to listen. Now, there's a difference between listening and listening. Some people listen to respond, and then you got some people listen to ask questions. You have to make it up in your mind, which one are you? Am I a listener to respond, or am I a listener to listen? And that sounds crazy, but it's true. So you really have to know. You have to know your client base, but you also have to know what you can do to make them happy. It may be something simple. For me, for example, I had a girl come in, 3 roommates come in, they were really upset, and I said, well, sit down, let's talk about it. What's going on? Well, my dryer's not working. I said, okay, you put in a work order? No. And my sink leaks a little bit. Well, did you put in a work order? No. So my response is always the same, and it may sound a little rude, but you know what? My response is always, well, baby, if I didn't know, I can't fix it. So listen to your clients, because once you listen to them, I was like, oh, give me just a few minutes. I called our maintenance supervisor up, told him what was going on, and within 45 minutes, guess what?
It was working.
Problem solved. So listen to your clients, but make yourself available. I have a rule at my office, and Charlie and them kind of get tickled at me. My rule is my door is always open even when it's closed. It may take me a few minutes and I may be on the phone or a call or something, but have a seat out front. If it's really, really important and these ladies can't handle it or one of my CAs can't handle it, I will talk to you. Now, it may take me a little while because generally if I'm on call, it may take me a while. But I will talk to you, and we try our best to get everything solved and get it resolved so that it doesn't blow up. So, you just have to make yourself available. And sometimes as a manager or someone, say you're over resort property, we're going to use that example. You've got people that are vacationing out of town, their luggage got lost, their flight got delayed, maybe they lost a kid in New York somewhere, whatever. Home Alone 2, come on, y'all. So maybe, something's going on to where, look, they got there, they've been traveling for what was supposed to be 6 hours, they've been traveling for 12, they're aggravated. The biggest thing is, when someone calls you and they may be cussing at you and calling you every name in the book, they may be telling you how worthless you are, telling you can't do, my favorite one is, you don't know how to do your job. By all means, there's my chair, please. You can have it. Lorraine and I have actually told people that. By all means, there's my chair. Take it. Remember one thing. When these people do this, they're not angry at you. They know you have no control over what happened that day. Listen to them. That's all they want. They just want someone to listen to them and hear what they've got to say. You will have a clientele that loves you, sends you thank you notes, that does what they can do if you just listen to them. The 90% of my job is listening to people complain about something. 90% of my job is listening to people complain about something. And you know what? At the end of the day, all they wanted was me to listen. And it may not be even something that I can take care of. Like I said, they may have been traveling for 12 hours and there's nothing I can do about that, but they need to get it off their chest and off their shoulders. Just listen. Your experience and that right there is where you sell your experience, because they're going to go back and they're going to say, hey, I went to so-and-so's resort and guess what? I had the worst day ever, but the manager came out of her office. She really seemed to care. And she listened to what I had to say, and she made it a point to make me feel like my day was special. And even if you have to do something, give them a concession of some sort. Hey, I'm going to give you a $50 meal tonight at our restaurant so that you can eat for free because you've had a really rough day. That sticks in their head. You haven't lost anything. I do that. I'll tell people they'll come in and, grandparents a drive down and something goes on. I've literally been like, give you just a few minutes. I'll give you a $25 gift card because you've had this happen today. They just want you to listen. So as you go out in the world, and I love these smiling faces, by the way, as you go out and as you work, just remember, every day is stressful in this industry. Student housing is one of the largest markets in the world. We have a 408-bed complex, and we're the second largest complex in Troy. That has just been, the outside's been renovated and we're working on the inside. We have a stylish pool in the back. We have a grill area. We have a fitness center. We have a dog park. We have a tanning bed, but without the water feature. We'll tell y'all about the water feature. Charlie being funny in the back there trying to mess me up. So we have all of this great things, and I have a staff and my staff has always been great. I have a staff that is amazing. And one bad experience can ruin that for every one of us. One bad thing can go wrong, and this is where we're fixing to get into the online reviews. One bad day for somebody else can ruin it for you. They may went up there and said, you know what, my floor's dirty. It wasn't vacuumed when I moved in. Give me 15 minutes, I'll have it vacuumed. Sure enough, 15 minutes later, their floor was vacuumed. Well, I didn't have a shower curtain in my room when I moved in. Well, you're not going to have a shower curtain because we don't provide those. But that could be a thing. One bad review can ruin your business forever. And then what do you have to do? You have to slowly build that experience and build that brand back up. So all this hard work you've done of building this brand and building this experience in one single review has been destroyed. So what do you do then? What is the quality control you can do then? Anybody? It's one of those things where you have to go back and you just have to listen. The main thing is just listen. And you have to be able to tell these people, you know what? I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm not big on, there's two things you won't hear me say. I don't apologize and I don't make promises. Promises are meant to be broken. I'll make a guarantee. I guarantee you I will have your toilet fixed by tomorrow because that's what I can do and that's what's within my realm. Or I guarantee you I can put you a new dresser in your room because I know I got them in storage. But you come to me and you say, I just don't like my roommate. They over here with this dog, and I didn't want a dog in my room, but I didn't tell y'all I didn't like dogs. So, what are you going to do about it today? Can't guarantee I'm going to do anything today. It's going to take us a while to figure it out. So, be honest. Don't make promises you can't keep. Do not make any promise you can't keep. If you can guarantee it, that's fine. But don't make a promise. Treat your staff equally. Don't put one staff member above another one. Because if you do that, what happens is, well, you're showing favoritism to this one over here. No, I'm not. Or you're showing favoritism to this one over here. No, I'm not. Look, they have a saying in the office, I hurt your feelings and hug your neck. But you're going to learn. So, but listen, and listen to what, like I said, my big thing. Listen, don't apologize, don't make promises you can't keep, and always, always make it be an experience that you would want. That's my last one for y'all. No matter what you're doing in life, whether it's being a girlfriend, boyfriend, son, daughter, cousin, nephew, niece, mom, whatever your dad, whatever you're doing in life, make it an experience you would want. If you go into work every morning and you're, Charla can tell you there's some mornings she and I get there before the office opens, and I'm like, it took everything in me to get dressed today and come to work. Not even lying. She'll tell you, I'll do this. But by the time 10 o'clock opens and that door opens, I'm a totally different person. I am the type that I want my staff members to know I care about them. I make time for them, but also I enjoy my job. Is it stressful? Yes, because I have on the operations sides of it also, which means I deal with all the spreadsheets, I deal with all the vendors, I deal with all the clients. I have to make sure that we have the right parts in at all times. I have to make sure we have everything runs smoothly. I do all of the operations, all of the budgeting. I have to make sure payroll is done. I have to make sure I have the right amount of people. Like, it is constantly operational for me. So, yeah, my day gets stressful. But you cannot let your clients see the stress. Because if they see the stress and they're stressed, if you're stressed out, you're going to stress them out, and they're going to think, once again, you don't know how to do your job. Somebody else needs to do it. Lorena made a comment to a gentleman during move-in. She said, this job isn't as easy as it looks, and everybody thinks it is. And it's not. It's not something that you jump up. I never, in all my years when I thought I'd been in property management, do I love it? I love my college students. Absolutely. This is my favorite group to work with. Y'all and the old folks, that's my life. Senior citizens and college students, I'm good. But, so anyway, you have to get up every morning and make the decision. Make the decision. You're going to go to work. You're going to have a good time. And you're going to sell your brand, and you're going to sell your experience. Because if you can do those things, you will have a successful business no matter what it is. You get up and you go to work and you're like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to be here. You're not going to sell an experience, you're not going to sell a brand, you're going to sell a bad day or a bad behavior or a bad attitude. If you go in there and you're like, I got too drunk at the bar last night, and let's face it, it's happened to some people. And you go in and you bring that to work with you the next day. Guess what? You have 15 tours. What are they going to see? Someone who would rather be at home than at work. So you have to. I like the flower bed or the tree thing. Leave it at the front door, hang it on the tree, pick it up when you go out at night. That's how I feel about it. And everybody says, oh, don't take personal stuff to work. You can't help it. It happens, especially in Troy, a small town. But sell your brand, sell your experience. Listen to your clients. Listen to what they want. Listen to your employees, your coworkers. And there's a difference between being boss and being bossy. Any questions? Okay, so I have a question for y'all. And I'm gonna give these away.